What's going on, everyone? My name is Sherwin and we are in the Plaid studios today. And in this video, I wanted to share with you the differences between hardware 3 with ultrasonic sensors in my Model Y and the hardware 4 with Tesla Vision in the Model X with regards to parking the car. Now, I've had this planned at a later date, but I figured I'll push it up forward because there were some interesting questions that NF3246 was asking. And so I figured, you know what, let's just do this video next, and hopefully the information is helpful and hopefully you guys find it interesting for those who are curious about the differences between hardware 3 with ultrasonic sensors and hardware 4 with Tesla Vision. So what I did is I have clips recorded back in November 2023 as soon as I have taken delivery of the Plaid. And then I also recorded a few things more recently this month, March 2024. Now I've recorded how it was parking in our garage, and then I also recorded parking like in a public parking lot. So I hope you find it interesting. Now there's some parts of the video I tried to clean up the audio a little bit because I was just using my cell phone camera and I didn't have a microphone. So apologies in advance for that. There's parts where the vents were just blowing right into the microphone of the camera. So enjoy the video. Okay, I'm gonna try to do this. I have my GoPro behind the car, and as you can see, the sensors is already like red. And there's nothing like really close to the vehicle. So I'm gonna try to park this car and record on the GoPro and try to synchronize all this footage. So here's the garage, got the Y there, and we're gonna start getting in. But you can see it's like it's red, but there's nothing there. And it's gonna keep beeping as if something is there, like it's about to hit. So trying to do this with one hand and looking at the footage. But the garage is a tight fit, but it's not too tight. See, not too bad. But yeah, it's red and it's like beeping and it's like, oh, you're about to hit. All right, so my marker is usually the cement tip, the concrete tip of the garage. But this is how much room I have, and in between the Y and the X there's a lot of room for even the Falcon wing to open. And this is on the other side, so there's plenty of room, but the sensors are tripping, so I don't know. All right, so this is how I park at home when I'm in the garage, going into the garage. So there's the Model Y, and that is Tesla Vision with the high fidelity thing. So already on the right hand side, it's colored like yellow orange. I don't think I'm, that close. I've pretty much gotten used to the size of the car, so I just try to imagine how far I am against like the edges and stuff. So, but yeah, see how it's saying that it's like red, yellow on the left corner. Yeah, it's not too close. But yeah. So it's like beeping, it's telling me beep 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 beep. So it's like I'm close, right? So that side mirror gets fairly close to the edge of my garage, but I've pretty much memorized, like, you know, how far. But yeah, it's far. The tip of my side mirror is far. But yeah, so yeah, it's a little hard doing this with one hand, but yeah, let's try it. Okay. I think I'm too close to my Y, but it's fine. And the thing is, we have like a cabinet right there in the garage. So no camera in the front of the car, but what I do is I use my rear camera, and I usually scoot it up to where I could see that concrete, about 3 inches, like right there. To me, that's like enough. So I don't need a camera on the front bumper, even though it's like really red right there. And I'll show you what that looks like. So on the camera, the rear view camera, I'm like trying to calculate about 3 inches. So it's actually more than 3 inches, but from the video screen, that's where I'm like trying to estimate. So I have enough room for the garage to close, and this is the room I have. So I'm a little bit too far in, but it's good enough. I could walk through it. And this is the distance from the wall or my shelves in the garage. Normally I actually shove it in more against the wall. And this is how much room I have between the Y and the X. Normally I have a bigger gap, but I was doing it with one hand. But it's, I mean, 2-car garage it's not too bad. All right, so here's the difference in the Model Y with the USS sensors, ultrasonic sensors. So it's not tripping, it's not bugging out. It's just like calm, and you know, I'm pulling out of the garage, so trying to watch myself. But yeah, it's not like overly sensitive or anything with the tones, but yeah. And it's next to these lights also, and it's not saying that it's close to anything. Okay, so we're going to check out the Tesla Vision when parking, and I'm gonna park right here, and this is what that screen looks like. And don't mind the clicking, because with inspect. So now it does like a bird's eye view thing, and you'll see the color. Let me see if I can bring it here this way. You'll see the color changes as I get close. Look at the front. It's now turning yellow because I'm getting close. The beeping is starting, but you also see the lines on the right hand side. There's no object near there, but it just shows lines. But if there was a car parked there, then you'll see colors. Now, one thing I also like to do is bring up the camera to also help me. But yeah. Am I still good? I don't know. It's red and now it's beeping differently. So let's go check out what it looks like from the outside. But I might be too close to the line, but let's go check it out. Okay, what do you think? Am I too close, too far? And it showed two lines on the side, but it looks like it's only one line. But I'm still pretty far away. I can still move forward. And am I in? That's far enough in. What do you think? What do you think about that? Tesla Vision with park assist and the high fidelity stuff. But yeah, that's what it is. It doesn't show you how far you are, like how many feet you're far away from an object, but I'm going to move a little bit more forward. But yeah, as you can see, it detects all that stuff. So I moved a little bit more, and to me, that's where I would rather park, or that's where I usually would park. That's as far as I would park. But yeah, so it's still not perfect. I'd rather have the distance meter, but I mean, it works. It works. Now, if we are backing up out of here, so I have my reverse, got my cameras on. That's what it looks like. We're gonna go find another parking spot, and we'll park next to a car to give you an idea of what that looks like. Within spec clicking. Within spec clicking noise. Okay, so we'll park next to this Infinity. Can we focus there? So it detects the car. Let me back up. All right, it's hard to park with one hand. But yeah, so it detects the car right there. And I think I'm not lined up well. Let me back up. So it turns yellow because I'm getting close. And usually I'll line up. It says I'm really close because it's red on the front. But if I were to line up my side mirrors next to this car, that's about it right there. So looks like my My butt is sticking out a little bit according to this image, but we're gonna go check it out. Okay, so I'm within the line on the left side. And pretty close to the front. And we have a pretty good distance between the car on my right. So it's not bad. It's just I prefer the other one better. But yeah, and then is my butt sticking out? Slightly, but not much. So you can't see the infinity from this angle, but it's probably because I have a longer car. Okay, so we are in the Model Y studios and we're about to park over here. And I will show you what that looks like. This is USS and Hardware 3. You will notice you don't see the lines, the parking lines. And it's not really beeping. Although the car is next to me. Doesn't even show it. But it is beeping, 29 inches. So that's the difference with USS, Ultrasonic Sensors. Tells you the distance in inches. And I don't know what it's detecting though. Is it the tree or the flower bed? I'm not really sure. But yeah. We might be a little too close to the other car, but let me fix it. Backing up, yes, I am definitely on the line on the right side. But you don't get to see that as a visual. Now the lines behind the car indicate the direction of the front tires that are turning. So I'm turning it a little bit, or the direction that the car is headed, depending on where the front tires are positioned. All right, so it's telling me that I'm getting close again. And I think that should be good. All right, 14 inches away from an object in the front right. So let's see what that looks like. Okay, so we are outside. It looks like I'm in between both lines. 14 inches, does that look like 14 inches to you? I don't know. But I am inside the lines. So that is Hardware 3 with ultrasonic sensors. As you can see in my front bumper, I have ultrasonic sensors right there. There should be 4 of them. Okay, so we're somewhere in LA. My son has marching band competition, so that's why I'm like in this parking lot, just waiting for their turn. So I figured, you know what, let me do this part of the video. But anyway, what did y'all think of the videos that I shared with you? For me, I wish we could get best of both worlds between Hardware 3 and Hardware 4. Like, I would like the combination of like having the distance displayed in inches, where that's what you get because of the ultrasonic sensors, which doesn't exist in Hardware 4. But also in Hardware 4, I would love for the lines, the parking divider lines, to be displayed or painted onto the screen, which Hardware 3 doesn't do. So I want those two. So maybe in future software releases, they'll give us that. I'm not too sure. So I don't know. But the great thing is, again, our software can be updated as long as the hardware that is currently installed in your car supports the new software. But yeah, so hopefully you've enjoyed this content. NF3246, hopefully this helps answer some of your questions. I'm not sure whether or not a future version or future release of the Model X will include a front camera. The Cybertruck has it. Does the Model 3 have it? The new Model 3 refresh? I can't remember. I know I test drove it. If you haven't checked out that Model 3 test drive, please go check it out. But I mean, there's rumors of it coming out, but I don't know. It's just rumors. There's nothing official. The thing with Tesla is you'll just be surprised that they've added something new to the cars. And usually you'll only know about it is when someone takes delivery and shares it online. So we don't really know. But as far as switching between hardware 3 and hardware 4, I mean, I've gotten used to both, really. So yeah, I don't know. I don't know. But those are the two things I wish they would combine, though. So let me know what you think in the comments below. If you liked the video, please like. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. And I'll see you on the next one. Thank you for watching.